What up brothers, it's Clip King returning. Welcome back to my channel for another new review. Today I'll be reviewing the Tuxedo version of the Joker from Suicide Squad. I'd like to start by saying a big thank you to Scott Layden, a friend of mine in the Facebook community, for kindly selling me this figure at a reasonable price. I did buy to review and sell on, so if you are interested in this piece, or you weren't but after this review you are, please get in touch with me via Facebook. So I'm going to roll straight on and get some scores on this figure, tell you my likes and dislikes, make it clear what my thoughts are. So starting with packaging, as you can see it's a really attractive looking package, a mixture of black and the sort of chromed gold, really nice effect. You got the 6 Joker portraits on the front with a second from the left looking direct to camera. I think it's really nicely done. It has the theme of sort of a Great Gatsby vibe, and I think it does look really good. It is just a slip cover and it is only average quality card. The inlay does split across the middle like the Harley Quinn box. I'm not going to show you that because there's no artwork to see. Really attractive but not the best quality, but because of the strength of the artwork I'm going to still give it a 4 from a possible 5. Right, moving on to the likeness, and you don't need me to tell you this is a very strong category for any version of this figure. I'll probably start off by saying that when I was thinking about getting this Joker, probably before I even saw the film, I was thinking about the purple coat Joker because I thought that's going to be the one that's sort of the signature, the outfit that they're going for in the film. I thought the head sculpts looked kind of crazy, which I thought would be in theme for the film. But having seen that one on release and now seeing this one in hand, I think this one might be the one to keep. It's got that sort of gangster vibe to it. I will put in a pose later to sort of back up that. Like I said about the box, it has the Great Gatsby, mainly down to the tuxedo, how he's dressed. But this outfit, I think it does give that sort of gangster overlord feel about it. And I think that a modern Joker could really go down this channel, and I think it would work well. Now coming back to the likeness, I will say that whereas I think the purple coat version is a little bit too crazy, I think it might complement your Harley Quinn better than this one, but I think the head sculpt on this one is pretty stunning. Paintwork and sculpt, really nice. Very clean, as always. So we're talking about the hair is finely sculpted, nice shade of green. The tattoo work with the star at the side of the right eye, damaged on his forehead, and the letter J under his left eye. The lipstick work is really good. The scar work, again, really nicely done. The depth in the eyes, the sort of wet effect of the eyes, brilliantly painted. Another really good touch, and I don't want to go so close that it goes out of focus, but the metal grill or platinum grill, whatever it is on his teeth, is stunningly done. You think about how hard that must be to do in this scale, and then you have a little bit more respect for the work that Hot Toys have done. I'll tell you, obviously, I've shown the figure on the left-hand side with the light on the right-hand side with the light off, just to give you the true essence of the portrait. Sometimes it goes out of focus, but I noticed that with the iPhone, it tries to pick up on more things than you really want it to, unless I'm just doing it completely wrong. But I apologise if I am. All said and done, the likeness is a very, very easy 5 from a possible 5. Moving on to his outfit. Before I do, I'll just show you the pose. I've got him weaponed up. You see he's got the gold AK-47 in his right hand with the stock curled out. And then I think that's either a flashbang or smoke grenade in his left. But I still went for kind of a dancing pose because it's sort of the juxtaposition between he's a menace, but because of what he's wearing, I thought if I went for the strictly ballroom style feel, I just thought it would give off a nice pose for it. So that was my thinking behind the pose. Let's talk about the outfit. All in all, it is, like I said, a Great Gatsby style tuxedo. Very nice, very classic looking. I think you automatically start thinking Chicago gangster, which I like. It's an era, the clothing looks very cool, I think. I've seen a lot of suits in my time of collecting 1/6 scale figures, and again, Hot Toys tailoring is bang on point. The cut and stitch is awesome. The materials used, really good selection. Tailoring all together, just how he looks in it, how it fits in. They sort of, obviously they've took the lead from the film, but yeah, just really nicely represented in 1/6 scale form. So let's talk about it part by part. Obviously it comes with the black and white wingtip shoes, which again, nicely done. Nice scale, nice paintwork, very clean. It does have the black socks on, which I'm grateful for because of one of the poses that I've got planned. Don't want the bare ankles showing. Moving up, has a sort of silk suit feel about it. So you see the suit trouser with the satin effect stripe, or there would be satin on a normal tuxedo, but because it's Joker's, it's got like a leather feel about it. Same with the lapel, but I'll get to that in a minute. Then underneath that, he has the white waistcoat, which is really nicely done, but I think because of the light bouncing off it, you're not going to see the details very clearly. The 4 white buttons have stayed on very nicely. I'm not sure if you can see them. I'll try and move around it. But really nice touch. Again, tailored. You can see down on the sort of satin effect belt line on his trouser, and the nice stitch work around his fly. Really nicely done. Moving up to the shirt, just try and take some of the colour out of that, some of the brightness out, should I say. And you see he has the pleated bib section shirt, so a tuxedo shirt with the back wing collar. Again, nice white stud buttons. Moving up to an off-white bow tie, which again looks very nice. Does go all the way around. You see the collar of the shirt holds it really nicely. Doesn't look awkward at all. Looks really nicely done. Moving on to the jacket. The jacket is a right touch. The only nitpick I would think is the buttons don't look real, they just look stuck on, but I think it's still a nice effect. None have come off, which is a nice touch. He has the leather effect lapel, as you see, which also has the sculpted, just off-white, sort of rose or carnation, depending what it is. I'm not a flower enthusiast. And then moving down, you see the sculpted white glove. Obviously just pop onto the ball joint, so really nicely done. Just turning it around just so we can see the back of the jacket. Again, it is a fishtail back. What's happening with focus today? I'm not too sure. But again, nice cut and stitch up the back leading up to the 2. Stuck on buttons, which again have stayed on nicely. So the outfit all in all is pretty perfect. It's one of the best tailored suits I've seen. But it is a suit, they've done it 1,000 times. I really wanted to give this a 5 out of a possible 5, and I possibly should. Oh, just another thing to pick up on. The sort of cufflink style shirt cuff as well, which do stay out of the jacket really nicely, as you see. So I do also like that about it, because I hate when you keep trying to pull the shirt out. But I was going to mark it down and give it a 4 because I thought it's not that intricate. We've seen suits before, but I think they've done that good. I've still got to score it really honestly. So I think on the outfit, I am going to give it a 5 from a possible 5. Moving on to articulation. And this is my biggest nitpick with a figure, and any figure like this. As we move away, I'll show you. I've got him sat in the Scarface chair. He's got his cane in his right hand. And his purple pistol in his left. So a nice pose. Right, I said this before, and you're probably going to know what it is. Any figure that has no reason not to have a double bend elbow should always have a double bend elbow. Now, the only reason to not have a double bend elbow is because it's unsightly. Now, this is a figure wearing a tuxedo, so a shirt and a jacket. You're probably never going to take the jacket off, and if you do, you're probably never going to take the shirt off. Now, I understand that it's not got the tattooed body underneath this, so why only have a single bend elbow? It just hinders your articulation, your pose ideas. It's just, I don't know, I don't see a reason for it. I can think of other figures that had the same thing, such as the Blitzway Carlito. You want to get a nice tight curl in his elbow so he can get his pistol somewhere up near his head, and it just never looks natural simply because of the single bend elbow. He's got limited articulation in the shoulders, and I don't understand the reason why. Maybe it is just a stock body for this Joker, whether they painted it with the tattoos or not. But I just don't see the reason for it. Other than that, the rest of the articulation, to quickly go through it, the ankles are a ball joint. Like I said, it does have the socks on, which is nice because it works for this pose. Double bend knees, which is really good. Rotation at the upper thigh. The standard pelvis and hip sections, which work nicely. Nice movement in the waist. And I think the crunch and back arch works quite nicely. Limited in the shoulder, limited in the elbow. The hands are on with a standard ball joint, and then the neck is the upper ball joint articulation, but no lower neck. So again, hinders the neck articulation slightly, but not massively so. Like I said, I can't really forgive the elbows because there was no reason for it. I would only normally take a point off, but like I said, I can understand it if it has naked arms and they're trying to make it look like it's realistic. But for this, I'm just not having it. So for that reason, I've only given the articulation a 3 from a possible 5. But that is a nice pose, don't you agree? Moving on to extras and accessories. Before we do, just move away, show you the pose. Obviously took the jacket off. It means business now, this lad. Still got his cane, still got his pistol. Obviously now, I'd be wanting you to look at that pose from somewhere there. So if you've got it on 4K and want to create you a nice screenshot, just take that, because that is beautiful. Don't forget to credit me, because it is copyrighted. So that's nice. At any angle that I know you're thinking, it only looks good from front clip. Fuck off a minute. It looks good from everywhere. Right, what's he bring? Obviously the full outfit, which I displayed him in. So obviously now the jacket's here. And like I said, the jacket and the rest of the outfit is top quality. The way I've worked the points out is I've given it a point for the base and backdrop. So that is the backdrop. I've only took it out because it was already out the bag when I received it. Nice touch I suppose, but you would have to be displaying your figures per detail shelf to be able to use those. So I've showed it here because, like I say, it wasn't bagged. That goes with the Suicide Squad base, the Joker Tuxedo version, which is quite nice. I give it a point for the hands, but you only get 5 with this figure. So you've got a left trigger hand, a right hand for holding the cane, a right trigger hand, a spread right hand, and a hand for cradling the AK-47. The AK-47 is a right touch, nice chromed gold. Looks really nice with a white handle and grip, should we say. And then you get the grenade, bit of flashbang or a smoke grenade. Not sure exactly. Looks like something off a COD, so we'll just say it's one of them. You get some replacement buttons, although this figure hasn't lost any. And you get a replacement set of wrist pegs, which is always a nice inclusion. So not a lot. If I move away and show you what we're working with, it's not a vast amount of accessories. So like I said, I scored it a 3. I give it 1 for the weapons and cane, 1 for the hands, and 1 for the base and backdrop. So like I said, the extras is a 3 from a possible 5. Right, so to quickly talk about the value, I paid a really good price for it, but I'm not going to disclose that because I don't want people going to Scott and mentioning how much he sold it for, because I think he's still got items for sale and I don't want to give people ideas. So like I said, I got a good price, but I will also say I weren't actually looking for this figure. It just came as part of a 4-figure set that I sort of named my price and he went along with it, so that is how I got it. I think if you can pick it up for somewhere between 180, 200, I think that would be about the right price for it. I probably won't go over 200 for it, but it is a really nice figure. You don't get a lot of bang for the buck, but I will now say I do believe this is the Jared Leto Joker to have, because I've seen the other two. I think the Arkham Asylum one is a bit thin on ground. I think the purple coat one is probably going to mark your body, and he's a little bit too crazy in the face. This one is a really nice one, and because of the outfit, I think it gives off that gangster feel, and I think it will complement your Batman more so than it complements your Harley Quinn. Talking about Harley Quinn, she has given a quick appearance in the video, but I don't want to dwell on that because YouTube are already demonetizing my videos. So you can see elation on his face. Yeah, and he's got his pistol in his hand and all, so she doesn't fucking answer back. Right, so anyway, the value, I got good value on this, but like I say, I'm going to mark it more on the value so the price to what you get ratio, and give it a 3 out of a possible 5. That gives the figure a total of 23 from a possible 30, which is really good. The sad thing now with reviewing these figures is a lot of times I buy stuff I don't particularly want to have a look at them, review them. The reviewing figures don't do a great deal, so sometimes I just can't drag my arse to do the review when I really should do it. Example of that is I've got a full set of Ghostbusters and I just can't bring myself to set them up to film them. But anyway, I'll try and crack on and get it done. Another sad thing about doing that is you drop onto figures like this and like Harley Quinn that are a lot better than you thought, and then you think, now I've got to sell these because I need to recoup my money, yet they look so good in the collection, and I think there's other figures that I now don't take any notice of, and I think I would probably be better off selling and keeping these. But like I say, I really don't know, because I think I would be able to sell these easier than I would the others that I'm planning on selling. But anyway, it's a really nice figure. If you're on the fence, I would say buy it, because I think you'll be very happy with it. Another review done. So for now, it's a Clipper King, and I'm out of here.